Hello everyone, welcome back to another album review. So today I will be reviewing Lou Gramm's debut album Ready or Not, which was also released in 1987. I'm getting a bit of a trend going here of reviewing 1987 albums. I can confirm the next album will not be 1987. One of those ones anyway that have been released in 1987. So Lou Gramm's debut album. So Lou Gramm, the original lead singer of Foreigner, so the voice behind all those smash hits that Foreigner released in the 80s, possibly the 70s, I think. Obviously now the frontman who's been in for decades now is Kelly Hansen. It was him who I saw live back in May with Whitesnake's farewell tour. I'm just going to shut the window because I can hear chimes. I'll be back. It's so windy here today. So yeah, shutting the window because there's like chimes going in the other room. So, yeah. So I saw Kelly Hansen play back in May on Whitesnake's farewell tour. He's got a decent voice on him, he does. Personally I prefer Lou Gramm. I'm a big fan of Lou Gramm, I really am. I mean, I just think he's a nice guy as well. He just seems very humble in the interviews I've watched. It's quite interesting actually about Foreigner and why Lou left. It's quite interesting actually when you read up on it. So, because I think probably in a lot of cases, if I was to say Lou Gramm or I like Lou Gramm, they might be like, oh, I don't know who that is. But if I was to say Foreigner, then they'd be like, oh, yeah. I think that could be the case in some cases. Which is why I mentioned Foreigner. But I'm pretty sure most people will know who Lou Gramm is. It's a legend. So, the album reached number 27 in the US Billboard charts. The song Midnight Blue hit number 5 in the Billboard charts, and it was the only song off the album to chart in the UK. And the second song on the album, Heartache, reached 54 in the US Billboard charts. It's one of my favourite albums. I really think it should have done better. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wrote here, considering this is Lou Gramm, the original Foreigner singer, who released the likes of I Want to Know What Love Is, Cold as Ice, the face of those songs, it should have done a lot better, it should have done. Yeah, and the fact that it's a brilliant, unique album, and with Gramm's superb vocals on here, I don't know why it didn't do better, I don't know. But in a way, all these years later, I'm listening to it. I'm 24 and I discovered the album this year, so it is still being discovered. It is, in that way, it has stood the test of time. But one reason why I want to do this review, it's not one of those albums that people, it's not like one of those big famous albums like Hysteria by Def Leppard. It's not one of those, but it's so good, and that's why I wanted to review it, because some people might be a fan of Foreigner and might not know about this album. Obviously it's not Foreigner, it is Lou Gramm, but if you're a fan of Foreigner, you're going to be a fan of Lou Gramm. This album, it's not a Foreigner album, it's not, it's like I say, it's a Lou Gramm album, it is different. What I think it is I believe that Lou Gramm left because Foreigner was going in one way and Lou Gramm wanted to go this other way, and this was the result, and it is different, Foreigner, and I do like it. It would be interesting if Foreigner did go the way that Lou was wanting them to go, how things would have turned out. Would have been interesting, but we'll never know. Yeah, it's not Foreigner, I've wrote here, it's not Foreigner, so don't expect that. Yeah, I've been telling people about this album for sure. And that's why I want to do this review, just to get a bit more publicity for it, really, because it's good. It is good. If I'm looking away like I am now, I'm reading the review that I've wrote on my laptop. Because I can't remember everything, all my thoughts. So, like I say, I discovered this album this year. I was listening to a lot of Foreigner because I was going to be seeing them live. And when I realised that Lou had left the band back in the day, I wondered, well, did he release anything afterwards? And he did, and that's how I found this. I found Midnight Blue first, I think, the song, and then I was directed to the actual album Ready or Not. So that's how I found it. So yeah, I've got like a paragraph here about finding it, so I'm just gonna read that out. So yeah, Lou Gramm, he's a really great guy. Like I said just before that I've watched the interviews with him. And he seems such a fascinating guy. Like, he just seems like he'd be great to sit down and just have a chat with. I just think he's got a lot of stories to tell, which is expected. You know, he was a frontman of Foreigner at the end of the day, one of the biggest 80s bands at the time. Yeah, again, Foreigner was another one of those bands that I grew up listening to. It was mainly their chart stuff I'd say, but this year I started listening to more outside of that. A lot of the earlier stuff as well. Yeah. When I found Midnight Blue, I literally listened to nothing for like a month. About the whole album, just listened to it over and over and again. I'm pretty sure my mum actually knows the song Midnight Blue, despite never listening to it, just because she probably heard me singing it so much. Yeah, I wish there'd been more music videos for the album. There was only 2, and I think they're like, it's just like fans that have uploaded them, and the quality's not great on them. I wish they'd done more. I wish he'd done more. Because he's really good, Lou Gramm, in music videos. Really good. Yeah, rather natural in music videos, I wrote here. Yeah, so I just want to mention there is another one of Lou Gramm's bands called Shadow King, which I've touched on listening. Haven't listened too much. Also there was Black Sheep as well that he was in. I think I must have listened to some, but not really much. But possible reviews in the future. Yeah. And Foreigner, it is on the cards. I will end up reviewing Foreigner albums, maybe just starting off with the Greatest Hits album, because I have got that in physical form. Yeah, I mean, when I saw Foreigner in concert, I was really hoping that they'd bring Lou on. It's like a surprise, but because I think they have done that recently, have Lou and Kelly on at the same time. I did see Mick Jones, though. They did bring him on later on in the set, and it was a real privilege to see him. I'm really happy that I got to see him live. He can still play a guitar really well. He really can. Yeah, I was very happy for him to come on. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the review now. I've been talking for 8 minutes and I haven't even actually started the review. Crikey, right. So the first song is Ready or Not, which is the title of the album. So it goes straight into it, but it actually quickly slows down, and then Lou's voice gets lower, and then it builds up again up until the chorus. It's catchy, it's a well-rhymed song, it has a good beat to it. I feel like if you were like a runner, this would be a really good song to run to. I don't run, I speed walk, but good running song, I imagine. Yeah, the music video to it is quite simple. So number 2 is Heartache. It's completely different to the first one. That is one thing about this album. Each song is completely different. And again, it's not Foreigner. It's Lou Gramm. You can definitely tell why this song is called Heartache. The guitar piece is nice. and then the song continues after that part, and I like how that it drops off a bit and then it rises again. It adds a different complexity to it. Yeah, so the only thing I would say about listening to this song for quite a lot now is it is a little bit repetitive, lyrically wise, which is okay. A lot of songs are, but that is one thing I'd add to my thoughts on the song. So number 3 is Midnight Blue. Love this song. Love this song. Yeah, when I saw it, I just or listened to it, I just kept repeating it till I got to a point. I was like, okay, I need to listen to something else now. Yeah, it's just such a feel good song. It's really positive. It's a positive song and it's bubbly. I like it a lot. It's simply, I need to stop saying by the way. I'm trying to actually like mentally like not keep saying but yeah. So we simply start with Lou singing, and then the drum drops in, and then it just flows. It flows so well as a song, and the lyrics are really good. I really like the lyrics in this one, either Cherry Red or Midnight Blue. There's an advert right on the telly, and it's the cars, and one's red and one's blue, and I'm always like, Cherry Red or Midnight Blue. Yeah, this one's got the music video. I'm not really going to go into that much. I mean, you got a boy and a girl drive off in the Midnight Blue. Yeah, I've got something else wrote here about the lyric. I won't apologise for things I've done and spoke. What he said? I won't apologise for things. Anyway, good lyric. Yeah, Cherry Red being mentioned again, which is a good link back to the chorus. Yeah, I'm going to paint your heart cherry red. Yeah, it's essentially a love song. The last verse is my favourite part of the song. It's quite quick at times, which I like. I like fast-paced songs. And the drums are really good in this one. Okay, so number 4, which is Time. Quite a fast-paced song, which actually gets faster as the song goes on. Needs time to live, time to love, time to do anything you're thinking. I think it's thinking of. That bit I really love. That's well wrote. Yeah. Probably my favourite so far I've wrote here on the album song-wise, yeah. Another lyric, take the time moves on, time is used a bit. Right, what have I wrote here? Okay, right, so the lyric, take the time moves on. The word time is used quite a lot. But the song is called Time, so that's why. Again, it's a little bit repetitive at times, but it's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think if you love a song so much and you love those lyrics so much, if they've been repeated quite a lot, then that's fine. I think if it's a song which you don't really like as much, then it can make it almost worse sounding. But I love this album, so I don't really mind. Yeah, you got some like ringing at the end of the song, which is a nice finish. So number 5 is If I Don't Have You. It's nicely produced, this one, I feel. It's a bit of a heartbreak song again. It's slower. It really shows Graham's talent in singing melodies, which is what he often did in Foreigner. And his range is also shown well in this song. You've got keys in this one, and there's something else, right? I'm not a musician, right? There's a guitar over there that I've had like over a decade, and I've tried multiple times to play it, and I just I think I even at one point got someone to my brother's friend tried to even like, and it it was just, I can play a bit of keyboard. That's about as eccentric as I go. Yeah, there's another sound in this. It's almost like a xylophone, like a ding ding ding. Maybe the cymbals on a drum, something like synthetic, like digitally. I don't know if they had that. I don't know. But there's something else in there. Yeah, the guitar is so deep in this one, and then you got Lou's like who's really kind of goes together well, that with the electrical sound. Quite electrical, this album actually. Yeah, again, which is a bit more different to Foreigner. Yep, electric guitar. Yeah. Because I'm saying here it's quite electrical sounding, yeah, electrical guitar. Yeah, I do know. Yeah, I wish the guitar bit had been a bit longer instead of just jumping straight back in with the vocals. And it doesn't reappear, but I wish it was more continuous, the guitar. Again, the song was a little bit repetitive with the lyrics again, but it's fine, it's fine. Right, number 6 is She's Got to Know. Is it a saxophone in it? I think it is. I feel like a saxophone adds... If there's a saxophone in a song, you know it's going to be good. Definitely. Yeah, it's different. In this song, it builds. It's quite aggressive at times. And I think Lou matches that. He sings more aggressive in this song. Or aggressive tones, even. He sings that really well. And the guitar's nice in it as well. Okay, so moving on to number 7, because I am on 16 minutes here. Arrows Through Your Heart. So the guitar's repeated in the background, which provides a good format, a good bass, and then with that drum and Lou's at time raspy voice, raspy vocals, works really well. I think the way he sings the lyrics in this is different. He's like singing one word quite profound, and then you've got this backing vocals, which is still him, like repeated afterwards. You've got a lot going on in this song, which I always like and often makes a really good song when that's happening. And this is the case for sure. Yeah, you've got the lyrics, it really hit my heart more on a lower tone, which is good. It's not just the same all the way through. It's going here and here with the lyrics, and that's good. The guitar riff in this one, again, I wish it was longer. I really wish it'd been longer. So number 8 is Until I Make You Mine. I love this song. Sorry, my voice is going. It's stunning. It really is. It's one of 2 of my favourites on this album. Again, it has that drum sound. I'm not a drummer. If I meet a drummer, I'm going to ask him, what is this sound? What is it? What how is this being made? It's almost like the side of the drums being hit. That sounds like thunder. Who knows? Yeah, the bass in this one, I don't talk about bass that much in these reviews, but yeah, the bass in this one, you can really hear it. And I think sometimes with bass, I think it kind of gets hidden in a song. But I really love to hear it. When you can really hear it, I think those are one of the, like, what makes a really good song. Like, some of the best songs, some of my favourite songs are the ones where you can really hear that bass. Even if there's like a bass solo in it, that's quite good. Yeah, bass, just like when you can really hear the bass, I think it just adds another layer to a song, and the more layers, the better, really. Yeah, in this song, when Lou's singing, you can really hear the emotion in his voice, which is I think why Foreigner was so successful, in all honesty, because you could really hear Lou's emotion in the song. He wasn't just singing lyrics, he was almost feeling those lyrics as he was singing, which made him be able to show that emotion. And at the end of the day, music is emotional. People listen to it to feel emotions, to express emotions, so it's key. It's key as an artist to be able to do that, and Lou pulls that off brilliantly, and he pulls it off brilliantly in this album, he really does. Yeah, I've just wrote here, music and emotions go hand in hand. Yeah, they do. Yep, so another part of the song, Lou sings I'm Gonna Stop, and then you get the drum go dun dun. That's a nice touch. Then it starts off again with some lovely keys I wrote there. I think they're keys. Probably. You got a good rhyme in this one too. I've had a thing for you for a long, long time. I like that bit. Yeah, and then he sings it again a long, long time, which is more like melody part of it, which is nice. And then you just end with Luce like singing time, and it goes off, and yeah, good. 9 is Chain of Love. Drums is rather heavy in this one. Take a Walk Down Lonely Street Once More is repeated quite a lot in this one. It's an alright song. Number 10, which is the last on the album, Love Comes Back. It's Lover Come Back. Lover Come Back, is it? Wait, I wrote that right. Hang on, let's move that over. It's Lover Come Back. That's the lyrics anyway. I wrote this wrong. I'll wait till that loads up. Anyway, yeah, another one of my favourites on the album. The beginning is rather intriguing. It draws you in. Again, you can hear the emotion in Lou's voice particularly well in this one. It's a slow one on the album. Yeah, it's something that Lou does where he adds these like O's and stuff in. And he does that before he sings Lover Come Back, and it really adds something else to this song. Lou is essentially telling a story in this one. He's setting a scene. It's a shame that there wasn't a music video for this one. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I really do with this song. I can imagine Lou aiming this song at a particular someone in the music video. I literally wrote here how I can imagine it. Yeah, I can just imagine him singing it, and whoever he's singing it about could just be there while it would have been good because Lou was good in music videos. I think it was a missed opportunity there. Yeah, I just would have loved to have seen more videos from the album as well. So I've wrote here before the guitar where Lou sings Lover Come Back. That's rather emotional. It's almost like a cry out when he's singing that, essentially. And then you got the guitar and the drum, which takes us back into the song. It's almost like you go off in this song and then you come back to the main road of it. You've got keys in this song too, which adds to the drama of the song. At the end where Lou is oohing and crying out Lover Come Back. Lover Come Home, sorry. I can just imagine him on his hands and knees singing this out, looking up at the sky to look back down to see whoever he's singing the song about, and then the video cuts. That's the image I had of a video, like a music video. I think it'd be right. I just think it'd make a good dramatic music video. And then you got some cymbals at the end, and the song gradually reduces in volume to the end. But yeah, I can really picture that song being like in a music video, like where he's like there, like doing those like yelling lyrics, like maybe like on his hands and knees sort of thing like this, and then he looks up and he just sees that person, then the video just cuts quite dramatically. Right, is this going to... I don't know what that's doing. Right. It was definitely... I swear he was singing Lover Come Back. Maybe the song's just... I think I have wrote that right. Okay, so overall the album... It is a bit repetitive on some songs, but that's alright. It is a good album, like I say, it's one of my favourites. Yeah, if you watch the other videos, I do say that quite a lot. And I think with this album, that really shows that Lou, he wasn't just foreigner. He really was a talent on his own. He really was. That he is. He can do bands and he can do solo. So that's that review. I don't know why I can't get that to open up to check. I don't actually have the physical album of Ready or Not, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the thumbnail. I'll have to get creative, get my gel pens out or something. Right, when actually Google decides to work, I want to check if that is the right wording. So while that's loading up, the next review, so the past 3 reviews have been set in the 80s. I want to do one in 70s, so I will be taking us back to the 70s. I will be taking us back to 1976 to be precise. I will be reviewing Thin Lizzy's sixth studio album, Jailbreak. There are a few songs on there that I haven't actually listened to. I don't think I have anywhere, so I'm quite excited to hear those and review those for first time listening. I will listen to them a few times though to make sure that my thoughts are as accurate as possible. I think it would be nice to capture my initial reactions, because most of like the past reviews I've done, I've known the songs quite well. And I haven't forgot about Def Leppard's new album, by the way. I'm getting through that. Getting through it. I kind of want to just set a base of artists first, to kind of something for everyone, and then focus on those artists. That's what I really want to do. I have actually, well, I was saying that about Def Leppard, I have actually been listening to a lot of Dino Jalusic from Whitesnake at the moment, and his stuff. He's got like all the magic of the 70s and 80s. It's almost like he's been took from that time and then brought to modern times. I can honestly say I've never heard anybody with the capability that he has. Really go and check him out. Honestly, I think he can sing everything, anything. There's something for everyone there. Go and check his music out, honestly. All I'm saying is watch this space with him, honestly, because I think he's going to become really big. I really do, because he's brilliant. Okay, so what else have I got to say? Yeah, so on the next video I will be talking about Phil Lynott. Mentioned about Black Star Riders also. I'll talk a bit about that. Thin Lizzy, again, is one of those bands I grew up with, and I really got into them during lockdown, so I'll probably talk a bit about that as well. Yeah, kind of like the back end of lockdown was more like last year, sort of 2021 sort of thing. And started listening to not just their big hits. Oh, and another bit. So, as this channel is 70s and 80s talks, I've decided I actually want to also review some 70s and 80s films, and I've actually wrote my first review. I'm not actually going to say what film it is. I'm going to announce that in the next video. So all you film fans out there, that one's going to be for you. It is the one that I hadn't watched before. It's a big film, and I hadn't watched it, but it was on Netflix, and I thought I'm going to watch that. So yeah, right. Has this loaded up? Oh, that's not what I want to. It is Lover Come Back. Yeah. Okay. I just wrote that wrong. Okay, so the film. I'm going to give you a clue of what the film will be. That's the clue of the film. The 80s, no, 70s film I will be reviewing. The first film review. Okay, I've been literally rambling on for 27 minutes. I apologise. This was a long review. Big fan of Lou Gramm. I mean, when I do these videos, it's not just review, it's just I talk about the artists themselves. 70s and 80s talk. So yeah, I hope I haven't bored you too much. And I will see you for the Thin Lizzy review. So take care, everyone. Bye.